shoes because I'd never heard of that. But all I thank my mom because she made me understand life, and she put it in my head that if you put it in your head that you must have sex, then you must. But if you put it in your head that you don't need it, it's not life. You don't need it. It's not shelter. It's not food. You will do very well for years and years and years without it. And it'll even give you clarity to choose the right man. Who's for you. Meaning, the best thing with choosing men is time. So, time is usually what fails relationships because you can't wait, we have to have sex, then the man hits you and runs and you start crying for everybody.
Or you get to those
but if you give him time and you're patient, he'll run away because if he's a man who only needs sex, he'll run away within that time.
And we've seen them run.
Yeah, and then you'll know he's not the one for you. You know, so as a lady, it's all about how you were raised. If you're raised knowing it's not that serious, it really isn't, because it really isn't that serious.
Not.
I will live without sex. I will eat without sex. I will be sheltered without sex. It's not that serious. Sex is more optional.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But a lot of people are raised to think that it is the beginning, the alpha, the omega.
And you know, most people think
key to any
that
relationship.
when they break up, you know, like when they break up, they know that.
How can it be the key when every woman has what men need for that key? How can really that be the key?
No, the keys are different, my dear.
A vagina is a vagina.
I know. You said it
One
right.
size fits all.
Literally. I know. Literally.
So the sweetness is different. The sweetness.
Please, don't put it in, sir.
It's the same.
All that, and even those who so-called pretend that they shower, they are still left.
What you taking?
So really, common sense.
Will you shower water?
Don't you take it?
Shower water.
They are still left because saying
still left with your water.
Hey, you're not about that.
The showering.
They are still left.
They live with your water.
We do what? Guess what you do? Don't depend on men, depend on you.
Yes,
Develop you.
They leave you with your water, they come to me who is dry.
And even you who's dry, they will still leave
I
you.
had
Who's wet, they will
too
still
dry.
leave you. So you know what? It's too much. The confusion is many.
I think there's no formula when it comes to love.
Literally, the only formula is depend on you.
You
develop you as a woman.
And actually, me these days, what I know, what I learned, if I ever go into any other relationship, I will be ready for any surprises. You go, I'm like, hey, Ogenze, adios. Does it hurt? Yes. Oh, I learned to move on.
Honey, and I feel bad for today.
Does it hurt? Oh,
Just
yes,
today.
it's gonna hurt.
Tomorrow.
But I'm not gonna cry forever. Because man, this guy, he lives you today, tomorrow, not even tomorrow, that very night.
What if during the wedding, even Conjulado, you don't get hurt?
No, like I said, no, like you get.
Conjulado.
Do you know that tears have cried? Bina.
Yeah, tell us. Why don't you?
Long story.
You should be interviewing this.
Long story, but no. But man, you become stronger. You're like, you know, what am I crying for? Yeah, I also cried. Yeah, but for like a year. But man, what am I dying for? Because the nigga was actually happy, taking care of himself, smelling good, cheating, exactly, making other people pregnant.
Imagine.
So all I'm saying is, I learned to move on.
Thank you.
So if you
and depend on yourself.
Yes. So surprise me. I know nothing lasts forever. I mean this. Let me have this. Let me enjoy this moment. Let me seize the moment.
Oh my God, you've said it best.
Yeah.
You know what's funny? When my husband was leaving me, I fell because he was my first boyfriend.
Yeah.
You said exactly what he said.
Seize the moment.
I grabbed his ankles and I cried and I cried. And I'm like, you can't leave me. I need you. He was my first boyfriend. I'm like, you can't. And he was like, Angela, why are you even fucking crying? Don't you know that? I was like, we're married. We're supposed to be together forever.
I know.
Because we're married.
We made vows.
Yes, we made vows in
My
church.
teens, I was like, okay, it was a mistake on my end, but it happened.
Yeah, it happened.
And he was like, don't you know nothing lasts forever? Can you?
Hey. And then he came back kneeling.
And I said, okay.
Things are
right. That's your
Nothing
point.
lasts forever. Things are seasonal.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, you know, like I said, no more surprises.
So you said it.
So you start changing. I'm like,
I was at
it's
my
okay.
lowest moment in life. He said, don't you know that
Nothing lasts forever.
So when he knelt,
The fire
when he's
finally.
busy crying, what did you say?
The finally,
Did you know?
finally.
When he came back, I was like, red carpet.
You didn't retaliate.
I can't believe you're back. I tried to take it up by then. I had nobody to guide me. I did it away from home. When the guy came back, I was like red carpet, but somehow I started resenting him, I think the shock was a lot in my system.
You even hate him at some point.
So eventually, I am the one who ended up breaking his heart completely forever, because he waited for 5 years for me to come back, and I'm like, I'm never coming back to that mess.
And I don't know why they always come back when we've given.
Back.
So the shock was too much. All those words, nothing lasts forever. Literally lasted with me forever. I'm like, the guy was right. Why was I acting like he's my heaven, my omega, my alpha?
That's
you know
how
what I'm saying?
wrong. You're like,
so that's where I trained.
I can't
the girls
live
are
without
wrong.
you.
Yeah, the girls are trained to think the man is your everything. No. Saying, be with him. You need him forever and ever.
Actually, they say Omsajata Sobia. How do they say it in English? A man is never wrong. A man is never wrong.
That is
basically
so wrong. And
a man is never wrong. Sajata Sobia, please Guma Sigala, you that's a man. That's your man.
That Guma nonsense.
You won't get another man.
Please.
You won't get another man.
That Guma nonsense.
Guma. Abasajja bwe batyo. All men are like that. All men are like that. Not all, my dear. I'm like, man, can't jango fumbe, man. Like,
so it just shows you how backward we still are, because abroad they are so much ahead. They are like relationships, marriages are for contracts. It's not that serious. We don't have to have kids, because what do kids guarantee? Here, traditional, they think, yeah, we'll take over your legacy. There, your heaven and your earth. I tell you what about the kids? The majority in you have families. You have very many prominent families in Uganda, and the kids who were given everything are like, we don't need it. You know what I'm saying? So this business of having kids to so-called guarantee a legacy, it's a gamble also. Just like marriage and love is a gamble.
Yeah.
If you're lucky and you have the most amazing husband, thank God for that. You are amongst the 20%.
Yeah, true.
If you're lucky and you have amazing children and who have taken over your legacy, and you are lucky.
That's luck.
Just count yourself lucky. The majority, we are here struggling.
So let me ask.
So why are our beliefs built on the 80% that are struggling and the failures? But that's where the most of our hopes and dreams are built on. You know what I'm saying?
Let me ask Angela.
So all these things are twisted.
When we are, let me say, we are trying to know each other. You know that you're supposed to tell me about your stuff. I tell you about my stuff, like the background situation, background check. So what are those things that you should keep to yourself?
What do you mean background check?
You know, like, let me say that these people, let me say you had an ugly past, maybe your ex did this and that, maybe you were raped. I'm just giving scenarios. Some things you did, like, that happened in your past, or maybe you aborted. I'm just giving scenarios.
You know what I think?
Are you supposed to, do you ask about background?
I understand what you're saying. And a lot of the traditions here, and the Sengas will tell you, hide that.
And
don't mention that. Yeah, because it's what it is. You know, but guess what? It will come out eventually anyway, and it will come out in the worst way, because now it will look like worse. It will come out as a shock and worse as a betrayal.
Actually, when you talk about
because
that,
you didn't tell him.
There's something you mentioned.
So what is wrong with being open? Because
that's
what they tell you.
The chick, recently I did a story. This chick has a 7-year-old child. The Senga told her, to Mugamba and to have a child, because if you tell a man that you have a child again and
find out,
and the man eventually found out. That's why the guy came through. So the guy came through and said, I found out this chick has a 7-year-old child. You see, my auntie told me not to tell you, but I was gonna tell you one day.
And very many singers will say that.
Wait until you're married when you tie the knot.
And actually, they were planning all that.
That's hoodwinking the poor man, and that's why you feel.
That's hoodwinking. Yes.
That's why you feel sorry for Ben, because he could have made a better decision based on what you've brought on the table. So then don't blame yourself when he finds out and he dumps you, because that could have been a decision and would have made him decide not to marry you or not. But because you hid it, because you're saying advised you,
don't say shit.
So my family, my parents would always tell me, be honest, be open. If somebody does not accept the honest and open you, the other one will.
Yeah. There's
So
always
it's
that
always
person.
better to be honest, open.
Put everything on the table.
The good, the bad, the ugly.
On
Not
the
not
table.
on the same night, but as you court each
keep-
other and you get to know each other.
Okay.
Just be open so that by the time the decision comes to so-called love each other, everybody knows everything about each other, and then you make a uniformed decision. Not an ununiformed decision.
Yeah, because now this
Or
is
an,
like
or an uninformed decision. You want to make an informed decision.
Yes.
You get it?
Yeah.
And then you may pour out, and then you don't last with this person, and then it goes.
Then you're lying to yourself because
That lets you
if
rather
it's
say it
something-
towards the end, like when
the
he
end,
when
it
he's
will still-
intentional.
what do you mean?
It
You
will
know.
still make him hate you and dump you. So would you like to be dumped now or later? The
No,
dumping is
you
still
look
I
at
think-
an abortion.
I
If
think
I tell
I
you it's
think
an
I want to
abortion,
be
and then the
dumped
next
now.
episode goes,
If you
and then
love
I
me-
talk about another abortion.
if you
to
love
somebody
me-
else.
But you know,
Those
baby,
are
now,
already
I
two.
you
wouldn't
love
feel
me-
guilty.
If you love me,
Exactly, I wouldn't feel guilty.
you will accept me for me because that's me.
Exactly.
99
And
abortions.
if you're talking
or-
about-
or 99 divorces, you love me for me.
Yeah.
Not for whom I'm pretending to be. And that's where you also osasira basajja, because a lot of women lie to them and be nice and pretend to be perfect, and then the poor men make uninformed decisions, and then they marry them, and then the real truth comes out. Omukazi yabotinze 99 times.
I know
why
one day,
why
no.
wouldn't he dump you after that?
I rather
Some
be
of us
checked
even know
now.
about families, and they like.
And let me tell you something,
things that
Bina.
we have.
Like Angela said, there are things you say when you're in love.
iPhone?
Like you're being innocent. So I don't care whether you backbite me. I
Yes.
did all that. I said all that because of love. With
Yeah.
good intentions. So it's up to you. Actually, you're a fool. You is talking about me. It's okay. I did it out of innocence. Yeah. And then Angela, do you mind? Do you,
And the truth is,
Sometimes we're
honesty.
getting dark. Yes.
Bina, honesty
Yes,
is
my dear.
always the best
yeah,
policy.
always the best.
Just
Would
be
you mind?
honest.
Would you mind about someone's body count? Would you even ask?
Body count meaning what?
Body count, like how many partners he has slept with or she has slept with.
I swear to God, if you're honest with me, there's
Would you
nothing-
ask that question?
I would never ask.
I thought.
But if it comes up and you're honest
and
about
I'm,
it,
I'm like I've slept with 50 people.
yeah. If you're honest about it, then it's made to make an informed
Decision. I'm like, should I-
Should I be this guy who has been with 50 partners, or should I not?
wow.
Then with
But
the
those
guy,
ones, why do you talk about them?
With the guy who
There are
has
people
liked-
who ask-
and with the guy who has liked to be with one partner, and then you get married, and then 50 women start calling. You're like, no,
with our kids. With our
because
kids.
you can't hide. Thank you.
You can't hide
the truth. But if you're
Bina,
honest
you're
with
joking.
me,
They ask.
honesty is the best policy.
Yeah, they
if
ask-
you're honest, it makes all the difference.
They ask about your body count. They're like, how many people have you slept with?
and those are situations.
Or exes.
Those are questions that come up in relationships.
Ex, they come up, Bina.
You have,
And then
you
people are
have
like,
relationships
only
that lie.
three.
I know.
Only three.
I only
Kumbe.
have one kid. Kumbe, I have 7. And at the time, I love you so much. Even if you said 9, I'll be like, okay. They're lying to me. You have one, and I find out later they are 9.
Man, now that hurts. That's a betrayal.
That hurts much more.
Yeah, that's betrayal.
Thank you.
Oh,
Banange, it's
I've had
getting
fun.
good. Oh, I love this sunset.
the light is now. Are we still?
Yes, the lights.
We are clear.
Are you sure we are clear? I don't think so.
Banange.
But it's already 6 o'clock.
Yeah. I've
Oh,
had fun with
had
Angela.
fun. I love the sunset.
Are you sure?
It's romantic.
You should have taken it. You can't even take the sunset.
Oh, it's beautiful.
It's beautiful.
I wanted before we leave.
Hey,
unless it's-
questions? Okay. See if
but
they have
Can
questions.
I even see the question?
But I've loved the talk because it's been
want me to
so
check for you?
honest and so genuine.
Yeah.
And it relates to what every
Actually,
girl,
that's what we talk
including
about.
us, this is what every girl goes through.
Ian went off.
True.
Should I have
And
told him the
there's
truth?
something-
Should I not have? Did it
Yeah.
end because I told him the truth?
And then girls who
There's so
trap,
many-
girls who trap guys
oh my
with
God.
babies,
Can we talk about
pregnancies.
That? Can we talk about
Because
that?
you're like, because now society, sengas, the ones you're taking, they're like, muolu buto funo, buto
That is-
muo mwana.
That's why I have been
Agenda
saying
sigala.
that. Mama, how many men have kusigalad because of Orubuto?
That's the
Mama,
thing.
wow.
Still leave you and worse in a worse situation. You
Angela, if
dump-
the person says,
with
please,
Orubuto.
I will still leave.
They will dump you and worse with your buto. You cannot trap a man and you cannot trap a
You
woman.
can't,
you can't.
exactly.
You can't trap us.
You can't.
if I will stay because I want to stay, and I will stay even more likely when I have the truth and openness, and when I have something that I've decided with me. But if you're going to force me into something, like the majority, actually not even Uganda, worldwide, they think, let me get him pregnant,
He's going to stay.
Genda okulaba
And the few
of those who with
single mothers,
and
like
single
man.
Single mothers are like 90%. Meaning the majority of them thought that
they're going to keep a man.
Then they're going to keep him. They don't trap them.
Yeah, don't.
A man will stay where he wants to stay.
Exactly.
Finished.
That is true.
Woo, let's read what is happening is network, but let's wind up.
Even with Wi-Fi.
Even Wi-Fi.
No. I'm just seeing here. Okay, now it's back. It's back.
It's back.
Boo, you've spoken my mind. That is Victor Harry Bank.
Victor is saying what?
We have
You've spoken his mind.
Yes. Then Hope Marine is like, you guys are looking good this evening. Hey, the light is on. It's bright. Don't you see?
Yeah,